So I've learned a lot about life, and definitely Ryerson, you guys made the right choice of going to Ryerson. It prepares you for the real world. Very applicable programs, but you guys got to suck it up for 4 years. Make sure you do well in school because that matters. What do you think employers are looking for? If you're graduated, you got a degree, you're going to be applying for jobs, what are they looking for?
They're not looking for, grades are also a huge part of it, but alongside of that, it's also the side things that go with it. So teamwork, being able to work in a team, goal-oriented, manage your time.
More confident in what they're doing, they're more confident in themselves and better skills in their skills than, let's say, someone who's less confident.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Expand on that. Yeah, that's a big bucket. So
my program, I'm in business right now, and honestly, it's networking, being able to talk to people about what you can do, later on in life, and how you can get to different places is so important. Not just in business, in every other field, but in business, it's really kind of amplified because business is relations between people, right? So you really have to be able to communicate well with people, not just have great grades, but be able to actually talk to that person who's interviewing you. To get that job, you have to stand out in person.
Yeah, well, guys, communication, that's the key thing. It's not like, you don't take a course in it per se, but you really have to develop those softer skills to prepare you for the workforce. So.
Compose themselves in a professional manner, so it goes with everything everyone said. So being confident in a professional way, communicating in a professional way, executing skills and knowledge.
Stefan hit it right on the button. You're working with people. Everyone's different, you're different. You have to be able to talk to people. You're working for a company that has certain objectives, and you have to work with your coworkers to reach those objectives. Even if you guys have opposite personalities, opposite skill sets, you have to be able to give feedback, take feedback. Emailing is really key. Email, responsiveness. So that's why we try to preach in our team environment. If we have emails coming from the captain or from the coach, you better respond within the time frame that's indicated. You better answer what was required in that email. If you're just not reading it, not responding, that's poor communication. If you're responding but not to the question that was asked, that's poor communication.
Bring solutions to the table. People can bring benefits to the entity.
That's on my list too. Problem solving abilities and creativity. You guys are doing a lot of, if you're in engineering or math, you're doing a lot of theoretical stuff with proving formulas that may not necessarily be applicable to the real world, but what they're trying to do is to teach your thought process, the logic on how to solve problems, how to think outside the box, because that's really key in the workforce as well. When you're given a problem, how do you handle it? How do you go about it? What's the problem? What's the method? And come up with a conclusion, and then communicate that conclusion to the people that need it. You obviously need a skill set as well. You need to be good in one discipline. You need to bring something to the table, to the company that you're working for, whether it's fashion, business, engineering, journalism. You need to be good at something. Otherwise, you're not going to get anywhere. So that's one of the obvious ones. Again, going back to pumping iron, you need to give an effort at work. People that take shortcuts, try to do stuff with the least amount of energy, or try to cover it up, sweep out under the carpet, you'll never get by in work. You'll be fired. So when you do things, do it with high quality, do it all the way, go the extra effort. Don't take shortcuts. So that's another thing we try to preach here. When you're doing drills, don't take the easy way out. If you're told to run to the end of the line, go all the way to the line. Don't stop 5 meters back because I'm tired, it's easy. Who's going to notice? What punch am I going to get? But when you have a manager at work, they're seeing all the stuff you're doing. They're watching you. This is a reputation that you're building for yourself. Is this a person that takes shortcuts? Is sloppy, doesn't care, is not responsible? Or is this a person that is accountable, does a high quality work, is punctual, and goes that extra mile? So which reputation do you guys want to have?
The second one.
Is that
It's a lot of the softer skills as well with time management, organization. Those are things that, again, you don't take a specific course on in school, but you should develop those skills because they'll be very valuable when you get into the work life. You'll be thrown a lot of work at you, and then you have to find the time to do it and prioritize things and get it done. No excuses, no one's going to do it for you. You take the accountability to do it yourself. No talking back to the manager. Sometimes you have to kind of nod and say yes. I've learned that in my work experience. But you have to trust the manager that those decisions that he or she is making, those are the right decisions for the company's objective. So again, applicable to the sport life. We have a coach in place. Coach is making decisions on the team strategy, how we're moving forward. So as the players or the employees, you have to trust the coaching staff that we're heading the right direction. If you do have opinions or thoughts, then we're open. Managers are open to those. And then it comes back to communication. Communicate in the right way. Don't talk back. Don't be defensive. Because in the work world, again, if you're going to be that person that's whining, complaining, not doing stuff, boom, you're out of there. You're fired. You're in a competitive environment. So try to put yourself in the best position. So develop all those softer skills, go the extra effort, and then you'll succeed. And my last point, some words of wisdom. When you're dressing up for business, belt matches the shoes, socks match the pants.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. That's right. I wear suits all the time.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's not socks to shoes.
No.
That's wrong. Really?
What about tie, Roger?
Tie, what's in right now is something different.
Okay.
Different colors.
Goes down to the top of your belt, though, right?
Yeah, and the tie goes down to the top of your belt.
Skinny tie or big
What about
tie?
your hair?
Skinny tie or big tie?
No hair.
No.
What about facial hair?
Type of shirt you wear.